Hi guys. So today we're going to talk about, video game companies and creators that, went downhill. Even though some of them was kind of like basically transitioning to other, basically people who took over franchises. And this will just be part one of this series about, companies that went downhill, since there were so many great companies that I grew up with that made so many great games and they just make trash now. So let's start with Tekken. So yeah, Harada. I mean, at the end of the day, I can't fully blame it on Harada. I have to blame it on some of the Tekken community, like the modern Tekken community, who just flipping, instead of actually wanting content that should already be in the game, like the old Tekken games, which I prefer, they basically helped me embrace like microtransactions, something that's been killing gaming, and it's sadly killed Tekken. And I kind of wish I basically, I can't even say I wish I bought Like a Dragon 8, because man, I might make a future video about them, about what they've been doing, because man, that was like my favorite company at this point, Sega. But then what they're doing with Yakuza recently, I'm not really a fan, and it could be worse going on, like moving forward. But yeah, Harada, he just became scummy with microtransactions, taking out content that should already be in the game, like old outfits that you should just be able to unlock. Just retconning stuff like the stuff if he actually still been alive, just because he had potential to finally move the story forward, but he decided to go back on it. Like, I just don't respect Harada anymore, and it's many because of some of you fans who basically supported microtransactions and all these season pass DLCs. And to be honest, I can't lie, I was kind of a part of that in Tekken 7, but once we're going into Tekken 8, I was not going to do that. I was not going to pay for no DLC characters, especially when the characters suck. At least Tekken 7 had cool characters, but this flipping characters they've been releasing so far suck. So that's why they probably had to bring Heihachi back, just because of how much, their game's going a bit down compared to Street Fighter 6, which the only thing I don't like about Street Fighter 6 is the Capcom ID. I flipping can't play online on my main account. I have to use a secondary account, but yeah, like you can actually earn flipping a lot of the content for free, because there shouldn't be no flipping you have to pay for something that you could get in an older game. It's fucking stupid, man, and it's to blame for some of you fans, really. Yeah, the ones who flipping like with Rockstar just allow them to take the piss, so then you start complaining that we're not getting good enough content when it's really basically your fault. And I'm just talking about the ones who actually support this kind of shit a lot, like spend like who knows how much, like hundreds to thousands of pounds on shit like this, microtransactions. But yeah, let's just move on from Tekken. Right now it's dead to me, so yeah. Alright, so Call of Duty. See, the thing is with Call of Duty that it could actually make a comeback in basically, is it 2 months or less? Yeah, with Black Ops 6, since they basically got like the OGs that made, flipping Black Ops 1, flipping goated game. So many memories of that game. The best times to be a gamer in the 360 era, even PS3. Yeah, when it came to online gaming anyway. Yeah, single player gaming, you could say that's like 6th gen, and it was pretty good in 8th gen, but yeah, 6th gen I'd probably prefer. Yeah. But yeah, Call of Duty has just gone downhill. The same situation. Dumb fans, supporting microtransactions, spending thousands of pounds, some flipping 10,000, which they're just flipping stupid in the head on microtransactions, flipping basically becoming Fortnite. Like, flipping Call of Duty became Fortnite. It's a joke. We're flipping Nicki Minaj and shit. Like, what the hell is that? It's stupid. And you guys basically wanted that. You let COD die for a long time, and hopefully Black Ops 6 can fix things. But it's hard to get hyped for it, even though it's the OGs who made the best COD games, Black Ops 1 and 2 and stuff. Because I just don't know how this is going to turn out. It could be good, and I can basically try it from Game Pass, so I don't have to wait until it's on sale. I can just basically play it from Game Pass and then see what I think, and I'll probably stream it and stuff. But yeah, hopefully this is one that can actually finally get better again, because Warzone just, and people who support Warzone with spending like so much money on it from flipping skins, which is just retarded. Yeah, you basically killed COD for a while, so hopefully it can make a comeback. Alright, I always hate when I have to talk about flipping 343 Industries, because you guys know Halo is my favorite, franchise. It's what made me a gamer, and flipping 343 just beyond put it into the ground. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's another company that is not even worth mentioning, fuck it, Volition, who just beyond fucked up the franchise to the point where it's dead now for probably who knows how long. Because it's cool that we're getting a chance to get Dead Rising back right now, but for Saints Row, I feel like it's going to take, I don't even know how many years, maybe a decade. Jesus Christ. Because it wasn't too long ago when Dead Rising 4 came and flipping ruined the franchise, and we didn't get games for a long time. And now we're getting a chance right now, and hopefully the remaster is good and it does well. And if it is good, it actually deserves to be supported instead of fucking dumb microtransactions. But yeah. 343. Flipping another one who just fully focused on microtransactions. Literally lying to their fans, saying they was gonna have stuff that should already be available to you in the games, like old Halo games. Flipping Halo 1 from 2001, where you could basically select whatever colour you want for your Spartan. They didn't even have that in day one. Like, we were stuck with like basic flipping steel and shit, and you had to like pay money to get better skins. And sometimes we do events where you can get like a skin, but it's not really like a colour of what you want for your armour and stuff. Like, fucking scum. Like, my god. I'm just being blunt, they're fucking scum. Fucked up the franchise. And when they find, when their game's basically dead, that's when they decide to add flipping Forge, Firefight, just custom games, all the shit that should have been in the game in day one, and it actually would have been better and have less of microtransactions. You can actually earn stuff in the game. That's all you had to do. Just take the best elements from Halo Reach, Halo 3, just the best flipping Halo games. And I'm not even going to get started with the campaign, because that was just mediocre. It's one that starts off good, but then it just becomes shit. Yeah. Yeah, pretty shit. Had potential, but it instantly became boring because you're in the same environment for the whole game, where flipping 2001, you had like multiple environments. Like, flipping hell, like from basically a forest area to like a snow area, flipping, by the time you get to Halo 3, desert area, flipping Halo 2, flipping a whole city. And we're just stuck in this flipping same kind of green area with shitty textures and shit, like flipping hell. That's all we got from Halo Infinite, and how is this company lasted longer than flipping Bungie? Because Bungie just made the best video game franchise ever. I literally still play it every day when it comes to the actual goated games. And I just wish I could still play it on 360. Yeah. Seems like there's some people who still want to keep the 360 alive. Making sure that a lot of the old games are still getting player bases because people are just realizing how good 360 was. But yeah, 343, you just fucked up. And then why did you have to flipping close down flipping the servers for flipping I don't know if, because that was their choice, but I don't know if that was like a Bungie thing, but you could have kept them online, man. What the fuck? Man, I'd still be on the 360 a lot right now, but since Halo's dead, there's not really much players on Gears of War 3 and shit. Yeah, I ain't really got a reason to get Game Pass until COD comes, and that's when I'll see if there's any players on flipping Gears of War 3 at that point. And the store's closed, so yeah. Alright, so yeah. Fuck them. And they need to get fired. The Coalition. So this is one that maybe could turn around, but I extremely doubt it. Yeah, they could easily still fuck up. We're just basically going in this nostalgia direction, basically going back to, like, basically before Gears of War 1, where a lot of characters are still alive, so that's just going to be like, oh, nostalgia, oh, these characters are still alive. That kind of situation, yeah. To possibly bring back some of their fans. I wouldn't say I've got big hype for it, but if it turns out to be good, then you actually have a chance to, you know, restore your reputation. Because these guys took over after Epic Games, because Epic Games made an amazing trilogy, one of my favourite franchises of all time when it comes to video games. Grew up with them, playing them all the time with my old Xbox friend, who I don't really talk to that much these days, because he just disappeared, I guess. But yeah, this was such a great time to be a Gears of War fan back in, like, between 2006 to 2011, even though you could still also enjoy them up to a certain point where the player base started to like go down a bit, yeah. But for the longest time, I could just play the game, flipping Gears of War 3 and stuff for hours, because Gears of War 3 just had the best content in the franchise, 2 best story, and 1 just the atmosphere was just so good, dark and gritty, yeah. And then flipping Coalition Takeover, they're going to more flipping arcade style. I mean, you could see it starting from Judgment, and Epic Games did make Judgment, right? So maybe they instead of like taking inspiration from the actual best Gears of War games 2 and 3, they decided to like take elements from Judgment and then whatever the fuck they was thinking, and just 4's not awful, but it's a downgrade from the previous games. And then 5, you killed the franchise. You made a woke character Kate, even though she wasn't woke, in my opinion, to begin with. They just completely ruined her with the writing, like, Jesus Christ. And yeah. Just see how E-Day turns out to see if it can restore hope, because the only thing I truly have hope for when it finally comes out, because, you know, it's only them who are working on it, like, it's not proper, like, developers, like, you know, the Gears of War 3 Delta Online. I'm just basically waiting for that so I can enjoy Gears of War 3, and I'll be streaming it all the time, yeah. But yeah, we'll just see how E-Day turns out, and then this can play it from Game Pass to see if it's any good. And the last company I'm going to talk about for today, since I'll probably make a part 2 of other companies that went downhill. So Naughty Dog. It's mainly because of Last of Us 2, really. Like, flipping hell, man. And not wanting to, like, do certain things. And to the point, because I'm someone who hates Last of Us 2. It's like the worst game I've ever played in my life. It made me so pissed when I got to the point where I had to fight Ellie as a character that I flipping hate, Abby. Even though Abby also had potential to be probably the best character in the franchise, but they just completely fucked up with the shit writing of the director, who seems like he doesn't even care about fucking Last of Us 1. Like, what the fuck was you doing? It's like he looked at Last of Us 1 and he was like, man, let's fuck over the fans of Last of Us 1 and just make a dog shit sequel. Yeah. Because it just sucks that it has some good elements in the game, but a lot of the shit just basically shines in your face and you're just like, fuck. What the fuck, man? Why would you do this? And they kill off Joel so early. I feel like he was a character that at some point had to die, like maybe halfway or at the end of the game. I feel like halfway is like maybe where it could have been like a turning point for the franchise and set up some new ideas what they could do for like a third game and stuff. But then they decided to just kill him off in a disrespectful way, make him look like he's a joke, even though in the first game he was a fucking beast, a legend. And you're supposed to care about Abby, a character who a lot of the fans hated, including me. And as time's gone on, I'm just kind of like sorry for her because she had so much potential, but they just decided to fucking write her so bad. Yeah. And then they made Ellie and flipping Tommy flipping villains, making them like bad guys. It's just wasted new characters like Jesse. Ugh, yeah. This game made so many mistakes, and it's hard to be hyped for any of future games that they decide to make, and it seems like they're going to give up on a lot of their multiplayer games, even flipping, at some point, flipping Last of Us on PS4, like the multiplayer, and flipping Uncharted 4 at some point. So man, I need to get back to those games soon before they decide to like, fuck you guys who are still playing them. We're shutting them down. We're just focusing on single player games now. So yeah, fuck you. Like, my god. Like, that could actually happen soon. It's just fucked up. Like, and ugh. All those times we just grinded away, trying to get the stuff we wanted, and it can just all be taken away. Yeah, just like that. I mean, that could happen with Fortnite too, man. Like, just one day they'll be like, okay, we're done with Fortnite, so bye. You spent like flipping 10,000s to 100,000s of pounds like a dumb fuck, so yeah, bye. Like, people who basically play Fortnite to death and have spent so much money on it. Because I can imagine how much flipping some people have spent on just a flipping kids game. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, Naughty Dog, no hope right now. They would have to get a new director, make a better Last of Us sequel. I don't even know what they're going to do going forward. Like, are they going to make new IPs? Because flipping from Crash Bandicoot, a childhood classic, to flipping The Last of Us 2, the worst game I've ever played in my life. I don't know where things are going to go moving forward. Yeah. And what's going to happen to Uncharted? Is that over? Even though they don't really need to make more Uncharted games unless it's just more like... Unless it's set in the past or it's focused on other characters, because I don't feel like they should do anything else with Nathan Drake. And ends up like flipping Joel, like they just completely disrespect him. Flipping he gets killed off in a disrespectful way like Joel. Like that kind of shit. I don't want to see that kind of shit. I've already been pissed so much from a game once in my life. You know, this fucking game. I don't want to feel that again with flipping Uncharted 5 where they just kill him off and I don't know, they make the villain the main character or something. Like fucking hell. Make her have some sympathy. Yeah, I don't want to see that shit, but yeah, I'm done talking about shit games. So yeah, just let me know what you think down below about these companies, and do you think some of them can still be good, or do you just still, I guess, respect these companies, even though to me they're just flipping scum of the earth? But yeah, that's all I've got to say. Sorry for all the swearing. It's just, I just want good stuff from gaming at this point, and hopefully we can get it soon. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.